Hey guys, Tales of Turam here. We're back with part 2 of this session of a Gnome Home with Rawl and Zeus. We're coming back from a small break here. You guys got a good enough break, right? You guys got water?
I have a plan.
You guys got
EA
drinks
Sports.
and food if you need it, right?
I am ready
Yeah.
to ride.
Okay, I was going to give you a little bit longer if you needed to, but yeah. So, we have Gesh here watching, just because he wanted to watch, apparently. He won't interrupt too much unless he wants to. But yeah, we left off with Leos watching as Rawl just started to think of all his options and strings of fate, threads of fate that he could pull. The amount of 5 seconds. What kind of bullshittery he can pull. There you go. So. Did my Discord just crash? Shit. I know you guys can probably hear me, but the GIF meme is like moving very slow. Anyways.
Weird.
So, Rawl, as you're starting to think about what your next move is, and the rain begins to pour down on the chapel, what are you doing?
Alright, so, I'm going to run up to my tentacled friend.
Alright, you begin to rush through and try to find Tentosi in the chapel.
Mm.
You eventually do push into the room with her. It takes you about 2 minutes. With the help of Leos.
Transport us to Oridon. I have a plan.
You see Tentosi wakes up. What?
No, woman!
Why?
Don't you why me? I have a plan. Things are coming down at the seams around us. There is no other option, at least not one that is safe and reliable. There is someone there who can take us to where we need to go, and before we need to be there.
Roll me a persuasion check. And let me see. Tentosi is not responding to any of my messages, so I'm assuming they are busy. I'm going to put this at a high DC because I don't know what they would do in this situation. So I'm just going to say they probably would be resistant to doing it.
Alright. 13. I rolled pretty well, but I don't have a great charisma.
Alright, I've put the message in their DMs. If they do not respond within the next 5 minutes, they look at you and go, "Why do you need to leave here so badly?
My work is at stake.
You have not shown yourself, even in the fight with Lair's Blackweb. And then you finally show up and you're asking for more favors."
If this is what you choose to linger on, then so be it. But I will not have my escape thwarted by you. You will transport us out of here, or I will be forced to take drastic measures.
Like what?
I will leave that to the ponderings of your own alien mind.
Let me
If-
just roll a good one here. Listen. I am tired. I have had quite the long days. You need to provide me with something if I am to teleport you out of this area. It takes quite a toll on my mental visage.
If you must be compensated, then you will be compensated. Get us out.
Leos, are you saying anything to aid in this?
I think every person should be on their own path and figure out what. Like, I'm not gonna. He can do his own thing. I'm let him talk this out. I will aid in my presence.
Okay, go ahead and roll with advantage a persuasion check.
You said who?
You.
Okay, cool. Oh, 19. That advantage saved my ass.
19. So, they have responded finally saying how many people, and I said Raul, Leos, Clara, and you. I don't know if there's more people you want.
That's it.
Okay. We're gonna have to wait for their response then. So while we're waiting for their response, a word from our sponsors. Great. No. I'm gonna go give my dog a little nugget from McDonald's if he wants one. So just take another minute or two, talk, do what you need to do, discuss, or go get a drink of water if you don't have one.
Just for clarification's sake, Rawl was fully intending to kill Tentosi if she did not comply. Or at least threaten her. Maybe not kill. That's a bit excessive, but...
Oh, you can't kill him from this man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Shit. How does he respond to lightning bolts?
Bad. I'd prefer not to have death in my chapel.
Okay, but like, how does he physically respond to them?
How do I respond to being hit with lightning?
Yes. How does your body react?
Depending on how rough it is, I might shit myself.
I mean, yeah, you have a lot of meat going on, so.
Yeah, no, like,
Wait,
there's a lot of blubber to get through to shock me.
What's going on right now?
You seem like you could probably weather it.
Yeah, I'd probably
So,
be fine.
What's going on?
I think you probably got him cornered. I think you get him.
What are you guys discussing?
So I had mentioned that if Clara did not comply, I was considering forcing her with my wand of lightning bolts.
As you say that, she looks to you.
No, what? No.
No. As you said your previous things, like finding out the message. As you,
Okay.
not plead, but ask for a favor from her. She looks at you. You owe me a favor. And she taps you on the shoulder, and you all feel this psychic energy begin to apparate in the area. I need to roll. I'm going to assume their wisdom is pretty damn high. So I'm going to assume it's a 20. So I'm going to roll with the assumption that it is a 20. And because I know they're a rogue or something, I'm not going to give them their proficiency bonus to this. Alright, let's see here. Ooh. Okay. So, as this psychic energy starts to coat over you, let me pull up the Helm of Teleportation 5e. As you see, their head begins to glow with this almost iridescent lighting, similar to the strange metal that you had seen, but more fleshy. As they cast the spell, you feel this energy pass over you, and then you feel this gut-wrenching inside your body. I need both of you to make Constitution saving throws.
You bitch-ass motherfucker.
But of course.
Alright.
21, some fucking how.
Okay. Success.
1d20. Alright, then what's my con? I'll just hit enter and then add +3 to it. 18.
That is a failure. So,
Fuck.
Luxodon, it's a sucker save effect, by the way, Luxodon.
Mamma mia.
Wait. DM? No. Oh, please.
Goodbye.
No! I just turned to fucking dust.
Actually, let me pull up the spell that it's based off of.
It's based off of the teleport spell.
No, not that one. It's something else that's happening, because there's heavy magic here trying to stop this from happening.
Oh.
Piece of wizards.
Good thing you guys didn't hear what I said.
I'm so scared. Well, I'm having a great time looking at like Tasha's Cauldron, the book, and like
now,
reading the different
here's my
classes.
question: would it be Disintegrate or Wall of Force?
What? No, you shit. Disintegrate.
I'd say disintegrate because I think I passed.
Yeah, I think.
But
so
I'm biased, so.
I think it would be no, it would be no. It's not anti-life shell. It's similar to a Wall of Force, but it's meant to be damaging. Is the point if you try to escape it? So, let's see here. Let's go with Disintegrate. It's going to be cast technically at 9th level. Ooh! That's an extra 96.
9th? Fucking...
I'm fucking with you. It's cast at base level.
It'll be fine.
Well, how much health you got?
26.
No, I mean in total.
Oh, in total.
Yeah.
44.
We'll say you got a narrative long rest.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is just gonna outright kill you.
No.
Disintegrate has a plus 40 force damage to it.
Yep, 10d6 plus 40.
I will say this, as you feel this energy starting to surge over you, I will allow for this one time, if you would like to cast any healing spells on you, to overcharge yourself with temporary HP. Because you realize, oh fuck! I will allow it this one time. And this is one of the only times I will allow you to overcharge your healing. Because remember, I don't do that anymore. I don't allow you to go over your max HP with healing.
How much damage is it? Just before I waste my time.
Well, it's going to be plus 40. So you're going to die to it.
There is a minimum of fucking 50 damage and a maximum of 100.
Mm-hmm.
So a minimum of 50. Hold on a second. I die no matter what. My only healing spell is Healing Word. If I cast it at 2nd level, I roll 2d8.
Well, you can use as many spells as you want. I'm allowing you to overcharge it.
Oh!
Yeah, it just depends on how lucky you think you're going to get. And if you want to keep any extra mana. Or should I say spell slots?
I guess I have to kind of expend everything here. I'll just say,
do not gamble with this.
I'm thinking.
You're lucky because if I actually cast it at 9th level, it would be 19d6 rather than 10d6.
It's the papuparo. Okay, hold on a second. Alright, so slash roll.
Fucking spell. It's a great spell. I love it.
It is a great spell. I love Disintegrate too, but it's a high-ass level spell, and most people die before getting it.
Alright.
As it should be.
So...
Most people die from having it. I wonder what this spell does. Hey, let's practice our spell casting. Okay. Disintegrate. What? I just cast magic.
Okay. If I spend all of my magic, let's roll 8d4. 22.
Oh, that's not good.
Don't forget all of your wisdom bonuses to that.
Oh, do I add my wisdom bonus to that?
Yeah. How many spells did you cast? How many spells did you cast?
That was 5. 3 of those were at 2nd level. That doesn't matter though, so just 5. So 5x 4, an extra 20, so 42. I have doubled my health.
Okay, so you have 84 in total right now? Because you got a long rest, technically?
Yeah.
Okay.
There is still a chance that you die. Let's see. I'm kind of ooh.
You know what?
Honestly,
go ahead.
I don't know. Yeah, just go ahead. All right, so here's my current health. Let's see if I die.
You know what? Let's roll these all at once, actually. Not at once. 1d6. Actually, yeah. 1d6. Roll
Fuck.
1d6.
45, 46.
Roll 1d6. I'm just gonna copy this, mind you.
Right.
Right.
All right. I'll start adding up the numbers while it's going.
We are at 50 now. 52. 55.
5 to go. Ooh.
56.
Come on, 6. 58.
59.
Really?
We just got 6 plus 3 is 9.
So 3 more to go, guys.
Woo! It looks like you're probably in the green, but all right.
61. 63. 69.
Yeah.
I instantly die. 69 kills you.
Why is it always 69? What the fuck?
All right.
The last time I cast this spell, I did 69 damage as well.
Because the gods weren't funny.
All right. Well, you live to see another day.
Raul, you zoop out of existence, and Leos, as you're holding onto this, you feel this energy starting to surge over you as you watch your body starting to turn to ribbons and part of you. Leos,
Yeah.
roll me. I'm gonna roll 2d100s. The first one's gonna be for the group that actually made it through the teleport, and then one of them is gonna be for you, Leos. So, because they are very familiar with the spell, or with the area. Yeah, it's a fucking high-ass... Yeah.
Yeah, familiar, but not, like, exactly know the entire place.
And I will count it as seen casual... Actually, viewed once for you. Technically, no. She has not... She was there for, like, 2 days, so she's seen it.
Yeah.
She has seen it casually, so I'll re-roll that, because I was rolling on the wrong one. So, okay, good to know.
Instant death.
Yeah. Anyways, and now, for you, Leos, which I'm going to consider it as description. Well, that's not good.
Is Leos dead?
So,
Why is it? Hold on, it's dark in my room.
you feel this energy surge over you, and you find yourself standing upon a large mountain range with this golden tip just a bit above you. You notice large protrusions and spikes, and you recognize this as the Dragon's Spine, a large mountain range and tourist destination filled with many acrobatic climbs and very taxing legwork required to get up here. And you look down, and a few miles off, you see Oridon.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
You don't see Leos anywhere.
Is there a sheer cliff?
There's a few sheer cliffs, but at the moment you are in a small area of trees and snow, and there's no sheer cliff around you at the moment. Actually, no, I would say, yeah, you're standing on the edge of a sheer cliff. As you're looking upon the edge of the sheer cliff, it is nighttime as snow slowly drifts into place. You also do see in the distance, suddenly, a large sun-like explosion of magic energy above the Mithril Sea.
Yeah, I made the right choice. I thought it meant, yeah, there's about to be a sun nuke here, and I was right. Alright, well, in that case, I am going to fall off the sheer cliff with Tentosi and Featherfall before hitting the ground.
Alright, Tentosi looks at you. You owe me. Ah! You fucking bitch. As you land on the ground eventually. By the way, the fall is a good several hundred feet. I would assume you're not just jumping down to the next small platform, right? You're just like jumping as far as you can to cast Featherfall, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so you see these small platforms that have these large icy walls at the moment because they're iced over due to the snowfall. But you manage to fall, and you guys plummet about several hundred feet before landing around the halfway point of the Dragon's Spine. And you see a few more, less challenging climbs starting to come up. And you see what seems to be a few hikers starting to walk down the spine, tourists who are like, "Alright, everybody!" And you see them grabbing onto a rope that's been staked into part of the climb. Grab onto the rope, remember! Fasten yourself with your fastens. Let's stay careful here. And once again, thank you for joining the Oridon's Dragon Spine tour group. If you have any more questions, please feel free. We have a few scryers here, and you see a few of the individuals of the tour group that are wearing these Eskimo-like outfits that are now currently tied around their waist because it gets a little bit less cold down here. We have a few scryers here who have taken your portraits. So if you wish to have them delivered to you as part of the package, it is an extra cost. And you see another scryer take out a small orb, and you see this flash. Alright, guys, let's start climbing down. Remember, be careful. Don't grab onto others. If they start to fall, you're gonna die otherwise. And they start to climb down.
Is this just another sheer drop?
It's more of an angled one. It's an easier climb than a sheer drop. It has a small rope. It's like climbing the base of Everest, basically. It's more of a 45 to maybe 47 degree angle. It's just, if you trip, you die.
Fair enough. Okay, wait. Hold on. I know I don't have one on me, but Okay, so theoretically,
Mhm.
would a bag slide down the mountain, especially if it was a heavy bag?
It would get caught in some nooks and crannies, but if it had enough weight, it would break off some of the remaining little rock formations that may be there. But it could slide
All
down,
right.
yeah, because there is some ice that permeates some of the parts here.
All right, excellent. I'm going to put Tintusi and then myself into the bag.
The bag
then-
that Clara's in?
Yes, the bag of holding.
Oh my god! I forgot you're an artificer. That's why I hate artificers, man. So you
Good
pull out
times.
your Santa sack,
Yep.
and as you do, Tentusi's like, "Why are you pulling? Wait!" As you push her in, you just grab her head and just shove her in.
My God.
As you then start to line up the sack a little bit, I want you to roll me just a general nature check for this.
Oh boy, nature. That's an intelligence skill. I have proficiency in it.
Yeah.
All right.
Imagine
Whoa.
climbing to one of the highest peaks in this area, looking over and being like, I could slide down that mountain.
All right. That is a 17.
17. Alright. You line it up to a point where you're like, okay, I don't see any targets in the area that would destroy the bag or anything. And you get it ready, and you begin to push the bag a little bit forward. Do you hop in the bag of holding?
Yep.
Alright. You hop in the bag of holding. Now, because you are in the bag space, there is no way for you to control its movement.
Yep.
You are going in blind.
There is a downward slope. I am trusting physics to do the rest of the work for me.
Okay. This is going to be 3 D100s, by the way.
Oh boy.
Okay. So, as you jump in, Tentoshi looks at you and goes, this is why I didn't want to go with you, to be honest with you. You're kind of impulsive and intrusive, and you manhandle everyone. But you owe me a favor still, so I'm fine with it. Ooh, okay. At this point, you guys all feel yourself pushed to the ground of the bag. As out of camera, we see the bag go up a small incline as it starts to fly into the air and starts to turn around very fast. As it hits the ground, thudding, and continues to slide. Let me roll damage for the bag. Not enough to rip it. Anyway, so, as it continues to slide, would you like to respond or roleplay to Tentosi at any point?
I'm going to just look at her, like the solemn darkness of my hood, pretty much relaying the entirety of my message. However, deep beneath the thin black veil, there was a shit-eating grin on his face.
Okay. And shit-eating it is, because as the bag is spinning in the air and landing and going down, it seems a piece of it catches on a little bit of debris. And let's see if the bag rips. Oh! The bag of holding, which is a magical item, it's imbued with mana. It's meant to be a little bit more resistant. You suddenly see this large spike of earth just rip into the space you're in, and I need you to roll me a dexterity save to step out of the way, Roll.
Oh boy. Okay, that is a 4.
4.
Yippee.
It hits you in the face, breaking it. Actually, because of that, it only ripped a little bit. So I would say I'm going to roll again to see if it's enough to destroy the bag. It is not. I needed a 35 or lower, and I rolled a 36. Roll. You do suffer 11 points of bludgeoning damage as it breaks. Your face breaks the rock that was going to tear the bag open. As it continues to move down and starts to spin very rapidly, you start to get a little bit nauseous as everything is just spinning around you. And now for the last leg of the journey. Let's see if it breaks or not. Oh, I rolled that out of chat. I'm stupid. Okay. Your bag of holding. Suddenly, you all start to fly up to the bag of holding as you feel it suddenly go into a free fall. Just... Now let me roll
Okay.
for durability.
Is there enough time for me to so much as stick my arm out and cast Featherfall again?
So you won't be able to cast it on the bag because it's not a creature.
Well, yeah, but on myself, since at least part of me will be outside.
I will say, roll me a dexterity save. Because you...
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
16.
16. Okay, yeah, that's enough. So you pull your hand out and immediately cast Featherfall, and everyone in the bag space suddenly hits the ground, taking no damage, mind you. But as they hit the ground, you feel your spell stop taking effect a few seconds later. And you don't feel the bag moving anymore.
Alright, I will fully exit the bag. If
Alright.
the tentacle lady would like outside, she's welcome.
As you begin to exit the bag, you exit and you see you're maybe on a 50-foot cliff that you landed on. It only falls about 50 feet down, but you could see the small gates to the western regions of the western entrance, there we go, of Oridon, the one that you originally came through with your traveling group. Not but a good, 100 or so feet away from you at the moment.
Alright.
I would assume you and your group would climb down the cliff, very carefully, mind you, and begin to make your way to the entrance and into the city itself proper. We're going to shift our view. A few minutes before. Leos!
Oh, yeah?
You feel this energy pass through your body, and then you feel warmth. Oh, fuck, that An explosion of fiery magic happens to you as everything seems to almost turn to the sun. Your eyes are blinded as you suffer because of the mishap.
I thought you were gonna say that you teleport me into the sun.
No, it's the mishap. You exploded in the sky. You
Gotcha.
suffer 16 points of fire damage.
Oh, only 16. That's not bad.
As you
Shit.
open your eyes, you are in a free fall. As you turn around very quickly, you see a beautiful city of spires and large buildings in the distance of stone and wood. It has this golden sheen to it even at night. It almost sprinkles in the moonlight of the three moons, even though it is still a little bit humid and raining. And you see this, you're like, that's nice. And then you notice you're about 50 feet above water. You were much higher because the free fall lasted for a few seconds already. And you realize you are about to make Mach speed impact on the Mithril Ocean, the Mithril Sea, about a good 200 feet away from shore.
Ah. I see the issue with me spending all of my spell slots.
Mm-hmm.
Goblin?
What?
There's nothing I can do to save this.
You're not going to pull a big shot here? Okay.
I'm not gonna clap my ass cheeks.
I strongly advise you begin flapping your arms very hard.
I've never seen an elephant fly.
Start helicoptering your trunk.
Start flapping those ears, man.
You know what? Even if it's just like a delusion, I will flap my ears.
Alright, roll me a persuasion check.
You
You start to pray a little bit as you do this. You start to pray, reading scripture again. Let's see what happens.
16. I'm terrible at. I have no bonuses.
You start to flap your ears as you into the ocean. Rawl, as you're starting to climb off the cliff, you look over and you see this large explosion of water. But we'll get back to that. You do suffer because you fell about 200 feet, Leos.
Shit. Okay, so you might kill me.
For every 5 feet, that is 20 feet for 100, so that's 40 d6.
So, and current HP is... Hold on a second. Yeah, I have to overcharge... Okay, I think I have my math right.
So, technically you came here unconscious, because you took 50 damage, right? Oh no, you overcharged, that's right, I'm stupid. So you're at 84 minus 69, which makes it 70, 15 HP, minus the 16. No, you go unconscious as soon as the explosion hits, and you're about to hit the water. Yeah.
So I'm at -1 currently.
Okay? And now, because this is one single strike, it needs to kill you in one hit. So it needs to deal,
Alright.
it needs to deal 84 damage in one hit.
Right, because overcharge.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're dead.
I'm dead. Unconscious. I just smacked the surface of the water, and just like, you know when like you like a ball hits water and then like it comes back up and like water comes with it.
Yeah.
I go in and then like viscera comes up like a geyser.
I will say, roll me a singular Constitution saving throw. You are going to need a pretty high roll for this.
All right, 1d20 plus 4.
I'll give you advantage on this because your character is not venerable, long-lived, whatever that would be. You have advantage, as I said.
Well, all right, let's get that advantage. I'll add the bonus afterward. I don't want to take too much time.
Ooh,
8.
Cabal on the field. So
8 in total.
as your body hits the ocean and begins to sink down into it, your eyes flicker open for one last time as your very long lifespan, the many rebellions and many kingdoms you've seen fallen, begin to pass through your mind. The ocean begins to pour over you as the moons seem to disappear in the darkened expanse. The only light you can see is the moon's light. And for the first time in a long time, you do feel a bit of peace as the waves rush over you, cold in nature. You begin to sink into the darkness as our camera pans out, your items falling off of you. As about 200 feet would be a good drop. Yeah, okay. As at this point, our camera watches as this darkened serpentine-like form, large, begins to approach you from the depths of the ocean. Opening a maw and swallowing you, pulling you down. Zeus,
Yeah.
in your unconscious state, you hear a voice speak to you. You can't make out whether it's male or female. It almost sounds like it's speaking to you from underwater. Champion of Soon, forge a pact with me and forgo your divine blessing, and you shall be saved, or perish here and burn for eternity in his embered fields. You are not righteous. You shall become the righteous under mine fury, mine aid. Show me your strength. As you are currently in darkness, enveloped in it, as you feel your body starting to disappear, as you look towards your hand and you see it starting to turn into radiant just fire that's starting to burn away into cinders. Do you forge this pact with this unknown being? Or do you remain true to your deity?
I shout out to the darkness. I'd rather burn faithful than die a heretic. And I'm
Then you
I'm
are,
going.
then you
yeah.
are a fool. As your body begins to burn more.
Was that the good king himself?
No. This was a different entity. One of the sea.
One of a
Serpent Man.
You hear, as your body burns and your mind falters, Leos, you find yourself stood upon a magnificent forge of just straight stone circle, thousands of miles in width. You see a dome of fire. An unknown amount of distance, you can't even count that high, that seems to prelude surrounding this large forge. In the very center, raised on a platform with many rings surrounding to hold it still, you see this large, gigantic gem that almost seems to shift in its form, almost like a fire itself. and you see you hear the sound of a roaring flame. The stone you stand on shifts to flame itself. And as you stand upon this flamed ground, you look around and you see tools, armor of radiant gold, and armor of actual flame. As you look around, you suddenly hear, "My champion, you have done well to not forge a pact with the darkness of this world. I offer you an accord. Join an entity of good and light in this world in their purpose. Bring light to the darkness, and you shall be remade under my light. Join the so-called king." And as you look towards the giant crystal of fire, you see this gigantic individual made of just straight fire, an Empyrean of fire, who seems to stand hundreds of feet tall. His entire face seems to be that of just the sun itself, that seems to coat down into his neck, and it seems to almost have a flaming-like beard coated on it that seems to drip and just fall into the fire of the floor and seemingly integrate into it. As he stands there, you see this gigantic belt of just golden metal, no clothing as he just stands there. There's no details to his body, however. "I am Soon, deity of matrimony, deity of deity of flame, deity of day, bringer of light to the darkness. And you shall be one of my champions. If you accept this accord, your soul will not be sent to the embered fields as of yet. You'll be returned in full strength. There is a man of darkness that you have... there's an individual of darkness that you have found yourself a traveling companion of. I wish for you to see this through. This journey. Find the darkness that squanders this world and light it aflame. Do you accept my challenge, Leos?
Yes, Soon.
Then it shall be done." As you see him reach over and grab a gigantic sword, just from the flame itself. He pulls it out, this large sword that has many spirals that comes out. It's a great sword. It's a great sword to him. It's like hundreds of feet tall. As he holds it, it seems to have a very... It's not a standard sword which just goes straight up. It seems to spiral from the guard hilt, and there is no straight bearing backbone on the inside of it. It's just a spiral of metal that goes up. There's no inside. There's no spine to it. As he grabs it, he puts it in both hands and he flips it upside down and shoves it into the ground. As you see, the fire itself from the ground seems to envelop into it, bursting out before he throws it at you. And as you wince away for a second, it shrinks as you hold a hand out and grab this great sword and look down towards it. This tarnished metal upon it, with embers burning out of it. You see a single flame near the hilt, where the sword itself seems to spiral at its largest circumference. Take this sword of flame. Reach the homeland of the gnomes. Seek out the darkness that lies within your traveling group, and squander it. You are hereby a sentinel, a knight of Sun. Go forth, my champion. As he says this, he holds his hand out as this flash of fire hits you, and you feel yourself heat up before you awaken the next day. Go ahead and you can shift your stats around if it would help you. Change your class to entirely paladin.
Gotcha. What type?
I believe it would be... Let me check here. Let me check the paladin types, and I'll get back to you.
Okay.
Paladin. By the way, they are charisma casters, so you might want to switch something to charisma.
I'll move my wisdom over.
Okay. I would say you could choose either Ancients, Conquest, Glory, or Crown. Your choice.
I think.
Actually, you could also choose Devotion. So Conquest, Ancients, Crown, Devotion, or Glory. Your choice.
I will look at them all.
Okay. And we return back in time. Rawl, as you have entered into the city of Auradon, the nightlife is much different than the vibrant day that you had once seen. It's been about a day or two since you left, and it seems things have calmed down quite a bit. The flames and the bells are not ringing within the city. Though there are still a few guards that look at you as you enter and start to whisper towards themselves as you see one go running off. And he goes, one of the guards walks up to you. Are you here to see the High Constable, Rawl, or are you here for other business? I'm assuming you're continuing walking, but he's going to continue walking with you. You're not here to cause trouble, are you?
I intend to leave as soon as is humanly possible.
Alright, we will have to mark that you came down in here just for the High Constable to know, just so you're aware. Alright, and who are you going to see, if I might ask, because you seem to be walking with purpose?
I'm on my way to see Barnabas, right?
Barnabas.
Barnabas.
Yeah, Barnabas, yeah.
I'm on my way to see Barnabas to purchase the teleportation out of the city.
That's going to be quite expensive. Alright, well, make your way... I'll follow you there just to make sure you don't get off track or whatnot, because that's my job. Anyways, let me lead you there. And he starts to lead you through the city. Though you know your way, it's much easier to walk through these streets with a guard showing you the way, because it is kind of confusing, because it's not a straight path, it is kind of a curved path, and it kind of goes off into many side streets, so you're like, it's good to have him here, because I've only been here once. As he begins to lead you, you hear a whisper in your mind, Rawl. The Father of Dawn has appointed his champion. The darkness grows wary. The tides of fate, their threads quiver. The knower, Roberts. Sorry, the one known as Roberts. He shivers with anticipation. Remember your goal, Raoul. Agaburst. That is where your goal lies. Do not fancy yourself distractions in this time of great importance. That is where the whisper is. Sorry,
He's just going to quietly mutter out loud to himself, almost not even fully recognizing that he's still walking. Completion is nearing completion. The world made perfect.
So at this point, the guard goes, "Oh, hey, you're walking a little bit too far." And you look up and look back towards him. He's like standing next to the tower that is Barnabas's bought bounty. Well, that is being built still, mind you. The octagonal tower. And he goes, "He's gonna be right in here. I don't know if he's open or closed though." And he looks up, says it's closed. As you both approach the door, he goes, and he starts to knock on the door. Barnabas! Knock, knock, knock. Barnabas! Well, sorry to say, it looks like he's not open right now. I mean, you could always try to get his attention, but, I mean, he's not open at the moment. I'll leave you to it. I'll leave you to it. I'm gonna get going, though, because I have duties to attend to. And he pats you on the back and just continues to walk away.
Rawl is, going to lower himself onto the side of the building.
Okay.
He's going to reach into his bag of holding and pull out his alchemy jug. Pulling off one of the many corks, he begins to drink straight from the jug some
Okay.
of the alcohol that it is capable of producing.
Okay. And you're just gonna wait till Barnabas is open?
Yep.
Alright. So, as you await, make me just a general fortitude save to see how long you can stay awake.
Right.
Oh, it's Constitution save. I'm sorry, I've been playing Pathfinder too much, man.
All right.
I got used to Pathfinder stuff, now I'm having to get used to D&D stuff again. It happens every week.
My God, that is a 7. I think
7.
he passes out.
Yeah, drinking the alcohol, the force upon your body, and just everything that's happened in the last day, your mind wavers and then your body does as you eventually pass out. At this point, you hear, "All right, my friend. Well, it is good to see that you are doing well. And remember, if you kill those goblins for me and bring me back their ears, I can make a special potion for you." Well, thank you, Barnabas. That is great to know. Oh, also, if you do hear from the construction company, I would be glad to pay you for helping me advance myself on the list, because, you know, I may have accidentally disintegrated a few people with my spells, but that was on them. That wasn't me. Yeah, sure. And you just hear walking away as Rawl, you awaken, and you look up, and it is noon. And you have slept outside this building. Anyways.
I'm glad the people of the city were polite enough to leave me alone.
Yeah, you get the feeling. I'll say, as you were walking at night, you did see a few posters that say, "Have you seen this man? If you do not mess with him." And it just shows your cloak. And it says,
Man.
"Roll. A danger? Question mark."
I am quite reasonably not well liked over here.
No.
Alright, well.
It's not to the point where you'll be arrested, but they will mark down that you're in the city. Because it wouldn't have been this way if you didn't escape the curfew that they had placed. Just so you're aware. They didn't give a shit about you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, out of character, just so you're
This
aware.
bitch stayed up past curfew. Watch out.
Anyways, at this point, as you begin to wake up, we turn towards Zeus, the elephant. Leos.
Yes.
Leos, you can keep making your sheet. I don't think we're gonna get into any battles.
Gotcha.
As you awaken on the beach, you see a strange, magnificent elf walking by. It's just before noon at this point, I'll say for you. As you awaken, you hear, "Well, my friend, you see, this large elf is in fancy attire. This green, large, tail-coated attire with a vest on top of it. It is very elegant and well-kept. His hair is long all the way down to his the back of his knees, the joints back there. I can't remember what they're fucking called. And as he's walking, he has many jewelry pieces and whatnot on him. Well, my friend, I do apologize for some of your contractors being disintegrated, but they should not have been touching my things. So, how long is it going to take? Why is there a man on the beach? Sorry, an elephant. Hello, elephant. Why are you on the beach? You look like you've seen better days.
I've seen many better days.
I bet. Jeez. Wait, is that you, Leos?
Do I know this man?
You've probably met him once or twice to the point where you're like, wait, he knows me? He's an elf. Oh, I know this man. This is Barnabas, a very well-known magical salesman, and a man who is not welcomed back in Tyrellian after something happened 4 centuries ago. But you're not sure what, because that was before you went there.
I'm gonna squint at him and go,
He is a very powerful
Barnabas?
mage, by the way. Yes, it is me. How have you been, my good friend? Last we met, I believe, was in Durath about 100 or so years ago, like, near the founding of the Empire, right? The Second King or
Right.
something.
Alright, so the time flies, you know.
Oh, yes, it does. I know that quite well.
Am I naked? I just...
No, actually. As you look down, you are in this beautiful... Your ceremonial armor has shifted to a more kind of larger and actually fitting onto you with not tabards, but this large flowing cloaks and silks that seem to cover up any part of your body that was once seen. I picture you have like this these like golden armor that has like little slits in it, right?
Right.
Yeah, so as you have this, you move around and the armor actually feels like it's protective. It moves like it is meant to protect you rather than just be ornamental. It feels heavier. Put a piece of plate mail into your inventory, as well as a great sword. It is a magical great sword. Put it as a +1 great sword.
Gotcha.
But you are getting rid of everything else you have.
Oh.
Except your holy symbol.
Gotcha. Alright. No, my cool mace.
What an interesting set of attire you have on. Last I saw, you did not look like a sword wielder. You look a little frazzled. I might have a concoction for you. You're an old friend. No need to pay. Follow me, please. Come to my... I'm opening a shop here. You can come with me. Just come with me.
Oh. I'm glad you got that shop you wanted. I'm gonna follow him.
Yes, I've opened quite a few, actually. I've opened... well, I didn't open one, but one of my friends... I have someone running one in Tyrellian now, because, you know, I'm not allowed back there. And I also have, I believe, one opened... Where else did I open one? I haven't opened it in Strumland yet. My one that was in Fafnir a few years ago, that one... yeah, I haven't... I might have just closed that one down about 20 or so years ago. Sad bit of business with that Horacles fellow. But he didn't... He appreciated my magic items, but he's kind of a dick. He tried to kill me once or twice, you know, but... good times. But he's kind of a danger to my business if I am to associate with him, you know.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Anyways. He's not too powerful of a fellow. Though I wonder what he's doing nowadays, because that was about 20 years. I wonder if he's gotten any more... I should do a spar with him soon. Honestly, I could go under another name. What should my alibi be if I go to fight Horacles again, just for a little sparring of old times?
Alibi.
I don't know why.
But...
I'm thinking Manuel. He strokes his goatee. Which is a long, braided goatee with many different bits of and pieces in it that goes down to, like, his belly.
Yeah. Leos is very against crime in most cases, so I'm here, like, alibi... going back to where I'm not allowed to be, or him going back to where he's not allowed to be. I'm just like...
No, Fafnir is not where he's not allowed to be, mind you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Fafnir is an entirely different continent.
So, I'm smiling and just, like, nodding my head, just like, I don't want to talk about you committing crime.
Committing crime? No, I'm just fucking with you. He goes, so, anyways, oh yes, an adventurer comes up to him. Barnabas, do you have any items that we could, like potions that we could buy from you while we go to take care of your little goblin problem? Yes, I do. And he pulls out a small little red vial. I do have a small little red vial of healing potion. It won't be much, but I don't have much in my stores right now. I kind of got bought out by the government recently for most of my magic items. I do have a few, but they're quite expensive. That'll do. And he hands it to them. Alright, well, remember, when you kill the goblins, give me their ears. I can make some potions, and I can pay you for that. Also, if you do, and he goes into the this is the point where Rawl wakes up, mind you. Anyways, you have a good one, adventurer. The name's Jerry. Not Jerry, sorry, it's a female elf. The name is Pela.
Direct.
Pela. Honestly, I talked to too many adventurers to remember your name. But, get going. And he vortex warps her away. She just teleports away. Oh. Hello there, Rawl. How are you doing? I thought you were on the sea already. At this point, Leos, you see Rawl with a bottle in his hand and smelling like alcohol is just sitting next to the door.
He very promptly stands back up, tucking the bottle back into his bag of holding. He takes a moment to stretch, like placing his hands on the small of his back and bending backwards. As he does so, the pops are almost fucking deafening.
Like a thunderstorm.
I had hoped to be well to Agaburst by now. Unfortunately, plans have changed.
Yes, weren't you saying something about the solstice coming up? Doesn't that happen in 4 days or so?
Yes.
Oh well,
Yes,
that
it
sucks
does.
for you. I mean, hey, by the way, I don't know if you know each other. Leos, Rawl, Leos.
Like
We've
looks
met.
at you, scans you up and down.
He looks. I will say this, Leos, your height is about 9 feet at the moment. As you look towards him, Rawl, the small pieces of jewelry that once adorned his face now seem to have this brighter glow to them, and the small red gemstones that were placed into it almost seem like they're on fire. They almost seem to have this fiery glow to them, and as his ears move back and forth in the sunlight, you see this almost after image of them of flame. As you look down to his sword, there's just this bit of ember in the small circumference of the bended metal that twirls upwards. There is no spine to the sword. It just is this, like, spring set on a sword, basically, that gets smaller towards the top. But it's not a spring specifically, it's just metal shaped in that spiraling kind of way. It is very tarnished. It looks like rusted metal almost, but it is not rusted, per se.
I take it something happened.
Oh, you two know each other. Well, good to know. You may step inside if you wish to speak, because it is starting to get blazing out here. Even the sorry, no, it's not blazing. It is getting quite cold here recently. If you'd like to step inside, it's pretty temperate in my place. And he starts to step inside.
I will follow quickly.
You guys can speak as you're walking in.
I am in quite desperate need of a teleportation.
Oh, really? Well, that is interesting. Didn't you have a friend who could teleport you? I thought you mentioned something like that.
Unfortunately, she knows so little about the world as it is. Not even an attempt is possible.
I see. Well, that can be arranged, but it may take 24 hours at most to get the teleportation set up properly. If you want a proper circle, it will cost quite a bit. Or I could attempt to teleport you with the spell, or sell you a spell scroll, but that will cost a lot as well, and it may not work properly. Mind you, it will cost you quite a bit, in the thousands of gold pieces, if you do not have a written, if you do not have something written from the government asking for it, or whatnot. Or if I do not owe you a favor, which I do not believe I owe you the favor, you owe me the favor. One of you does. Mitty does, actually, I believe. By the way, where is Mitty? Wasn't he part of your group?
To my knowledge, Mitty is deceased.
Oh, that's sad. Anyways.
You are a very powerful man. You have been in business for an incredibly long time. I'm sure you have seen mountains upon mountains of gold. Surely there must be something else that interests you.
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage, roll.
Right. Right, that is a 16.
A man of the cloth and a man of considerable arcane power come offering a favor to me in exchange for teleportation to Agaburst. I do not have a teleportation set up in set up in Agaburst, so you may not get to the destination in Agaburst you require, but you will be around the area because I have been there once or twice to investigate some magical items. There is a few things you may do for me. There's one thing you may do here, but it will take quite a long time for it to be taken care of, about 24 hours.
Sorry, there's someone knocking at my door. 1 second.
Okay. He strokes
Okay,
his beard, trying to realize. Go ahead.
So apparently, dinner is being served at 9 o'clock.
Mm. So do you have to go right now then?
Yep, unfortunately.
So we're just gonna end the session here then?
It would be a terrible spot to end.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's true.
there are a few things you can do for me. But we'll get to that next time, next episode.
Winks at the camera.
Next episode on Leos Almost Dies.
And that is where we're gonna end the session, so you can get going if you need to, man.
Alright. Sorry.
Okey-dokey.
See you guys.